movement.
Hey guys, it's Scott K. Martin here with the Ford Fiesta movement, and for Adventure Month, I chose camping into the woods for 7 days with no social media, no internet. Let's see how I can do. Welcome to Letchworth State Park, known as Grand Canyon of the East, along the Genesee River in New York State.
This place is so beautiful. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's gorgeous.
After unloading the Fiesta of all my camping gear, I set up the tent with a little help from friends.
Matthew Santoro, the Canadian, and the Rob Dyke over here. We're making some breakfast. Luckily, I've got enough for 3 people.
As an avid outdoorsman, I felt the need to share some survival tips, so listen closely. If you're gonna go camping and you're gonna be unplugged, you may run out of food. You don't know if you're gonna get stuck out in the woods. So the best thing to do is find some natural fruits and vegetables that may grow around you, such as blackberries. I've been eating them for the last hour, and I know that they're fine. I mean, there's no point. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but they could be a little sour unicorn. And crab apples are a great fruit that you can find in the wild almost anywhere up here. Oh, crab apple! Part of the reason why I picked this mission was to challenge myself and remain free of social media all week. So Rob, I'm gonna give you my phone so there's no possibility of that.
No problem at all, Scott. Let's see here.
I don't want to use social media for 5 days. That doesn't mean I never want to use the phone again.
No, I know.
Do you understand? Hey, are you gonna buy me a new phone?
No,
Do you understand how expensive these phones are? One of my favorite parts about camping is definitely grilling. Here you go, Rob.
Thanks, Scott.
I was lucky enough to find a marshmallow plant, which is perfect to make s'mores with. This is a caramel chocolate marshmallow filled s'more, courtesy of Matthew Santoro over here. It's really hard without a proper fire. My hands are kind of dirty. Let's try it out. I want some more. During Adventure Month, my odometer went over 9,000 miles. Not only did I go to Letchworth State Park, but I also went to Niagara Falls, Watkins Glen State Park, Montour Falls, and the Finger Lakes, as well as many other places. Here's a bit more information about each. Within Letchworth State Park, there are 3 large waterfalls, upper, middle, and lower falls, along the Genesee River, and as many as 50 falls and tributaries that flow into it. The gorge formed by the river, with large walls rising up to 550 feet in places, and which narrow to 400 feet across above the middle of the 3 falls, prompted the area's reputation as the Grand Canyon of the East. The Portage Bridge is a railroad trestle 820 feet long and 240 feet high, located just above the upper falls. In 2007, Letchworth was named one of the top 100 campgrounds in the US. After saying farewell to our Canadian friend Matt, I took Rob for his first visit to Niagara Falls.
All the water's just falling right off the edge.
Look at the flow though.
Yeah, check out that heavy
Just look
flow.
at it. Look at those little people down there. Whoop! What do you think?
Known as one of the 7 natural wonders of North America, Niagara Falls is a collective name for 3 waterfalls that straddle the international border between Ontario, Canada and the US state of New York. These 10,000-year-old falls form the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world, averaging 4 million cubic feet every minute, and is the largest electricity producer in New York State with a generating capacity of 2.4 gigawatts. Great Scott! Over 28 million tourists visit Niagara Falls each year. The centerpiece of Watkins Glen State Park is a 400-foot deep, narrow gorge cut through rock by a stream, Glen Creek, that was left hanging when glaciers of the Ice Age deepened the Seneca Valley, increasing the tributary stream gradient to create rapids and falls wherever there were layers of hard rock. The Gorge Trail runs over, under, and along the park's 19 waterfalls by way of stone bridges and more than 800 stone steps. The trails connect to the Finger Lakes Trail, an 800-mile system of trails throughout New York State. Within walking distance of Watkins Glen is the village of Montour Falls. The main attraction is Niagara Falls, a 156-foot high waterfall which passes under the Mill Street Bridge and is well worth a visit. The Finger Lakes are a pattern of 11 lakes in the west central section of upstate New York, surrounded by over 100 wineries and vineyards, making it a very popular tourist destination. The lakes are long and narrow, resembling fingers, hence the name. This particular one, Seneca Lake, is the middle finger and among the deepest lakes in America. Apparently a lot of things happened during my week offline. For example, Ben Affleck is named the new Batman. Bryan Cranston, the star from Breaking Bad, is going to be the new Lex Luthor in the Superman sequel. Toronto's mayor beat Hulk Hogan in arm wrestling. That's breaking news. NSYNC briefly reunited at the VMAs, and then there was, of course, Miley Cyrus's performance. The 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And of course, President Obama rolled through the area and visited local schools in New York and Pennsylvania. Although it was quite difficult to stay offline, I found it peaceful. If you ever get a chance to take the time and just go out and enjoy nature and its beauty, I highly suggest doing so. I want to thank you all for your continued support. If it weren't for you and the Fiesta movement, none of this would be possible. I hope you'll stay tuned for next month. It's Style Month. We'll see you next time. For all the latest updates, be sure to check out fiestamovement.com and follow my every move. Thanks for watching.
It's Scott Kim Martin TV.